occurred to me that you can basically explain how the patriarchy works through Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So I thought I'd come on here and have a go at doing that.
Excellent video. I recommend you go watch the whole thing. I did want to add to the conversation. So in the video, the original creator claims that under patriarchy, women are capped at love and belonging under Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They're too busy doing for everybody else that they're never able to reach the esteem needs they need in order to achieve self-actualization, which makes perfect sense. However, I would argue that most people, including men, are not even reaching that. A big part of safety and security is emotional safety and security. Under patriarchy, both men and women have been taught to reject their emotions. Women are taught they're too emotional, men are taught not to be pussies. So when we reject our own emotions, we are unable to provide an emotionally safe space for others. That's when you'll see defensiveness and criticism and blame shifting and all of the other emotional abuse tactics that we have normalized. So under that framework, both genders are basically unable to experience or provide emotional safety. Since the brain doesn't know the difference between a physical threat and an emotional threat, it responds in the same way. So we're all just living in a constant state of emotional stress, not even hitting the safety and security mark in Maslow's hierarchy. Now, under the framework of patriarchy, women are meant to rely on men to provide them with their physiological needs. They're meant to stay home and raise babies while the men go to work so they can provide, food, shelter, water, etc. It's designed so a woman can't even meet her own physiological needs because she's dependent on someone outside of herself to meet them for her. This creates a lack of self-safety and why so many women stay in abusive relationships. And for the ones that do leave, well, now they're fighting capitalism. Gas prices, food prices, housing costs are so outrageous that people are struggling to meet their basic physiological needs. And I think it's fair to say this applies to everybody. As we see more and more families where both adults are working in the home just to be able to survive in this economy, which means the vast majority of Western population is stuck here in the red. Day in and day out, living in trauma, emotional stress, running in loops just so they can have their basic physiological needs met. Now, do you want to know what I think is really interesting about the hierarchy of needs? It's basically a westernized, watered-down version of our chakra system. Now take a look at this. All of the systems in place, patriarchy, capitalism, consumerism, are designed to keep you living in fear, which vibrates at 100 hertz. Your root chakra, when it's healthy and balanced, vibrates at 396 hertz. All of the systems are designed to keep you disconnected from your root, from your sense of self-safety. So you cannot achieve self-actualization. They keep you living in fear, so you cannot achieve bliss. If this resonates and you are ready to awaken, drop a comment.